Hi everybody, this is Michael from webhostingcat.com, and this is the second in our series of videos on affiliate marketing. In this video, we have my interview with Jeannine Crooks from Awin. Awin is one of the largest affiliate marketing networks in the industry. If you're familiar with ShareASale, they're now part of Awin. Jeannine is the Partner Acquisition and Development Manager at Awin and often speaks at conferences to help new affiliate marketers succeed.
Hi Jeannine, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's start off with, why don't you tell us a little bit about your role at Awin?
Okay, well, it's Partner Acquisition and Development, so what I do is help bring some new publishers on board, to bring new merchants on board, help them to become familiar with Awin, help them to get started. So it's a lot of fun.
Okay, now let me ask you your honest opinion. Can people still make money, a lot of money, with affiliate marketing these days?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I think there's more opportunities than ever because there's more and more companies now that are developing affiliate programs, and that's really very exciting. Honestly, I think the last statistic was something like 80% of companies now have some sort of an affiliate presence available to them, whether it's with them directly by having their own programs, working through a network, working through some sort of a site that has an affiliate program. So there's tremendous opportunity. There really is.
Jeannine, what are some of the mistakes you see new affiliate marketers making with their sites?
Only working with Amazon, seriously, because Amazon has a one-day cookie and the lowest commission rates out there. So while everybody's always saying, oh, Amazon sells everything and stuff like that, or maybe somebody else will buy, you know, a set of tires on the same day that they clicked on my link. I'm not going to say it never happens, but it doesn't happen all the time. And so because Amazon's just got a one-day cookie, it's very, very difficult. Not everybody is looking at something that's going to be an impulse purchase, where they're going to decide within 24 hours, I want to go ahead and buy that. So if they decide 25 hours later, you don't get commission for the sale.
Right.
That's how that works. So I think that that's a really strong and important point to do, is to say at least diversify. I think another problem is a lot of people don't get started right away. They're waiting to put in their affiliate links. And I recommend that you at least put in a link to the merchant right up from the start. So if that's a product you're talking about, go ahead and put in a deep link to that page on the merchant site. I think it's a service to your readers, because if you're telling them that this product is wonderful, make it easy for them to buy it. And then later, you know, once you've become a little bit more established or whatever, you can go back and make that product link monetized. You know, and it's very easy to swap it out. Virtually every network has a system in place to be able to create a deep link. And so you can just take that link, drop it right into their interface, and replace it with your monetized link. So, you know, and it's much easier to go ahead and do that than to have to go back and go, wait a minute, let me try and find the right word and turn that into a link. So that's what those are the two of the biggest ones that I see more often than not.
Great. Then on the other side, what would you say are the top 2 or 3 things that every affiliate marketer really should do to be successful?
I think they need to really understand their audience. You know, identify what kind of things that their audience likes. So be aware kind of the analytics that are going on with your site, and see who is trying to follow up whatever particular items that are there. You know, if everybody's really interested in this one article on a given product or something like that, make sure you're offering the best on that. Maybe do a follow-up article on that, because a lot of people don't necessarily see what that is. I think that it's really important to keep as a priority that whatever you do, you're trying to help your visitor. If you make that your first priority, you know, rather than trying to chase the company that's got the biggest commissions or whatever like that, you know, I'll see people and they're like, well, I can write about anything as long as, you know, it's a big commission. Oh gosh. You know, it's like, I know that sounds really good, but if you don't know anything about luxury yachts, you're probably not going to sell one on your site. But if you know all about gardening, or you know all about beekeepers. I have somebody who's a beekeeper, you know, and she's doing very well because it's her passion and it shows in her site. And as a result, people that are interested in that particular topic, when they come there, they know that the information that she's giving them is good. And if she says this product is great, out comes the credit card.
Right.
And that's what we want. So
yeah, passion is really the key, isn't it?
It really is, and it shows up, and people don't even realize. You know, I mean, I've always been a writer since I was a kid, and I've done a lot. I'll just say I've done a lot. But when I was passionate about a topic, I could tell that it showed through in my writing, and I could see that on those particular pages, the time on page was definitely longer. I mean, I've had articles where time on page is like north of 4 minutes. I had a site where just about every article was that way because it was something that I was passionate about. And my conversion rate on that site was 75%. So I think I did it right, so things like that are really important. Passion shows through in your writing, even when you're not aware of it. Your reader is, and that's going to help them. That's going to make them want to buy whatever it is that you say, and that's where you make your money on affiliate marketing. So,
awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
How important is it these days to have your own blog or website? I know social media is really big. In your experience, is it still really important to have your own website?
I think it really is, because I think that they each kind of reach out to a different audience. For example, there are definitely some merchants who insist that you have your own website and not just a social media presence. So if you want to work with folks like that, they're going to expect both. I think that it's okay to have a good social media presence. That's important as well these days. If that's something that you're comfortable with. Not everybody is comfortable with trying to be, a Facebook star or a Pinterest, professional or whatever. So I think you need to kind of find that part that works well for you. But I always do suggest that they have a website that they can point back to, because you've also got flexibility with a website that you don't have on social media. If you're doing something on Facebook, you have to follow Facebook's guidelines. Right. If you're doing something on Pinterest, you have to follow Pinterest guidelines. You have a lot more freedom on some other things with your own website, where maybe you can be longer, or you can have more links in it, or whatever. Those kinds of things. So I always do suggest that that's a good place. Plus, having your own website kind of gives you a testing area in some ways, where you can go in there and you can try this out and see how well it works. And if it works really well, then you can expand that to your social media presence. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. You can take off that page where it's a little harder to remove the pin, or, take off the Instagram post or whatever. You have more freedom. So I definitely, wholeheartedly say, have your own site and do it where you own the site. Don't go just for the free hosting.
Right.
You know what? I know that everybody's trying to, be economical and stuff like that, and I totally respect that. I'm right there. There are places where it's a good idea to save money, and other places where it's going to cost you ultimately to try and get that for free. So I'm a WordPress.org, not a WordPress.com person. Things like that.
Yes.
So.
Yep, I would totally agree with that. Yes, 100%. Now, I don't. Share Sale is now part of AWIN.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Are the platforms the same? Should somebody sign up at both locations, or can they just sign up at one? Okay.
Well, we've just announced that during 2019 we're going to do more to bring those two together under AWIN US. But for right now, it is important to sign up for both individually. We've each got a different listing of merchants that are on there. So there's some that you'll find on AWIN and some that you'll find on Share Sale that you won't find on the other platforms. So make sure, be merchant led by that. Where's the merchant got their program? That's the network to go to.
Okay.
Yep.
And what would your advice be for someone just starting out that wants to work with AWIN or Share Sale?
To make sure that you've got your website in place or your social media. We're going to always take a look at it and see how it is. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare. Because some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure yet, my writing's not wonderful. That's okay. Be true to yourself, but we're going to look and see, do you have the basic things? Do you have an About Us page? Do you have a Terms and Conditions page? Do you have a privacy policy page? Do you have a Contact Us page? Those kinds of things, just to make sure that you're following also all the same best practices that you're going to try and do for Google. So all of those things are an issue as well. And then we're going to want to see a couple of posts that are on there. If you're a blogger, if you're not a blogger, if you're more of a coupon site or something like that, we want to get a sense of what it is that your site looks like. And how you intend to continue on that if you're brand new. So those are the things that I would say more than anything.
Okay, yeah. Jeannine, can you talk a little bit about the reporting and tracking features in the AWIN website?
Sure.
Interface?
I love our tracking features and our reporting features in the AWIN website, both from a merchant standpoint and from a publisher standpoint, because we've got pre-built a huge number of different reports that you can go on there. So you can see your transactions, you can see your, you can divide that by merchants, you can see so many different things. And we've got those already pre-built with different time things, so you can just click day, week, month, year. And then once you're into any of those reports, you can adjust it as well. So if you want to do it from, Tuesday the 2nd to Thursday the 14th or whatever, probably calculating that wrong. But, you know, I mean, if you want to do that, you can set up whatever dates you want. If you want to narrow it down just by a specific merchant or whatever, you can. Some of the merchants offer product level tracking, so you can say specifically this product. For example, one of our largest merchants is Etsy.com. And Etsy offers product level tracking, so you can literally go into each one of your transactions and say, this person bought a dog collar, party supplies, and margarita glasses. And you can see that, you know, and that can give you an opportunity to do it. One of the other things that we've also got is a click ref system, so that you can identify in each one of your links, you know, if you want to put in a different click ref for this particular page or this particular category or this particular paragraph on the page, you can do that. We give you up to 6 click refs that you can add into a link to customize it. And so, you know, I mean, in that respect, you can really control your reporting as deeply as you want to. You can know exactly where that came from. And I think that that's really a benefit. I don't know of any other network that gives you that many opportunities to try and do that. So it's good.
Great, good. In general, how specific do you think you should be with your reporting? Should you track every page or every, I don't know, should you do it by category?
You know, there's different schools of thought on that. Personally, what I would do, I would try and take a look at the site and see overall how it was doing, and then I would go a little bit deeper into categories and try and identify those. And then if I see, you know, as I'm doing that, you know, I kind of would scan what my analytics were, and it was like, wait a minute, what's going on there? That looks pretty good, you know, and then try and dive deeper into that, you know. Take a look at what keywords are bringing people in, where are they leaving, those kinds of things. So, you know, there's a lot of information you can get from the analytics. If you see that everybody hits a certain place and they're exiting, then you know you need to repair that. If you see that, you know, this particular page, man, everybody who comes there, it seems like, is buying something, you want to see what you did that's so great on there and do it again and again and again.
Right, cool, okay.
Yep.
Where do you see affiliate marketing in the next 5 years or so?
Growing unbelievably. I think that there's still so much opportunity that's just coming on board. There's new technologies, there's new strategies, there's so many things that are happening. It's really very exciting to see what it is. And so to me, I mean, the future just couldn't be brighter. It's
awesome.
Really, I love this industry, you know, and I love watching it grow, and I've seen it grow. I've been in it for 20 years now. So for a very, very long time, you know, and I remember, you know, since we're here at Affiliate Summit right now, I remember when Affiliate Summit was 500 people, now there's 6,000, you know, and they sell out of all their tickets, you know, I mean, it could be even bigger if they, you know, but it's big enough, you know, but you want to get your ticket early to come, you know, to make sure and do that. So, you know, it's nothing but a growth opportunity. And, you know, I think for a lot of people, affiliate marketing offers a wonderful side gig opportunity for them. It's something that you can start and get involved in without having to have a ton of knowledge. You know, a passion about a product is simply enough. There's a lot of sources and resources that are out there that are free, you know, or extremely low cost. I don't go after, I call them the big check guys who are, you know, here's my system and you pay me $3,000 and it's guaranteed that you will make $1 million overnight. Run away. But there's a lot of really good programs that are out there that will teach you how to become a successful affiliate marketer. And it's something that you can do kind of on your own schedule. You know, it's nice because you can put in an hour today and 2 hours a week from Thursday and continue to grow and actually build out your business that way without really a penalty that's on it. You can do it as you, you know, at your own pace. Or, you know what, if you just want to spend a month and just go, you know, full-hearted to do it, you can do that as well. I love that flexibility in our industry.
Awesome. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate your time and for giving us some great tips. And
excellent.
Hope to see you again in the future, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and to you as well, and to all of you as well.
Jeannine Crooks, everyone.